Well, there's a player who's going to be coming in next season, Christian Pulisic, who we're not even really convinced Maurizio Sarri was the one who bought him. For perhaps the hierarchy at Chelsea brought in the 20-year-old American midfielder for $73 million, the highest ever transfer fee for an American player, is back at Dortmund until the end of the season. Born and raised in Hershey, Pennsylvania, went to Germany age 16. He has 9 goals and 23 caps for the US men's national team and was named US Soccer Player of the Year, Male Soccer Player of the Year in 2017. Do you fear that Christian Pulisic has chosen, or Chelsea have chosen him, a club which perhaps isn't as stable as some of the other big six that he will be joining?
Worse, I fear he's joined a club young players shouldn't join. And Callum Hudson-Odoi is trying to get out of that club. And typically they go buy the finished product. Christian Pulisic is ready to start for this team. He's not the finished product yet. He still has some growing to do, but 20 Champions League appearances, World Cup qualifying experience, big games in the Bundesliga. Whether Eden Hazard stays or not, he's ready to play. And you forget that Willian and Pedro are getting up there in age, but there's an 18-year-old at Borussia Dortmund that's knocked him out of the side a lot of times in Sancho. And Callum Hudson-Odoi, if he's staying, that's going to be competition. It doesn't matter if they paid $73 million for Christian Pulisic. This is going to be a huge challenge for the young American. How
do you see Pulisic at Chelsea working?
Do you know what I'd like to see, Rebecca? I'd like to see this club getting shook up, make some changes. Let's have some transition at Chelsea, and we haven't seen a transition for a long period of time. Will they go with some young players? Play both of them. Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic. You know, can they change the culture, the shape, the look of the team? I'm not confident it's going to happen, but in terms of those older players, they've been there a long time now. Hazard's probably going to leave in the summer. Change it up. Keep Hudson-Odoi.
For that to happen, Sarri's got to go, right? For that to happen.
Well, Sarri said he didn't even know Pulisic was coming.
Indeed.
But it was interesting. I remember Sir Alex Ferguson going back in the day with the class of '92, and people were talking about how good they were, and he said, my young players are as good as the old experienced pros who play with them. And my worry for Pulisic is going at Chelsea is, I'm not sure how many good old pros are in that group who are going to put an arm around him, who are going to get him through difficult times, who are going to talk to him and help him and develop his game, because that's what he's going to need to do. He's going to have some bad days going in as a new player.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings on NBCSN.